I am glad that a strong contingent of both Republicans and Democrats see the utter folly of military action in Syria. But sad that there are those who think that lighting the fuse to release the military, just all of the United States, for an utterly undefined mission toward an unknown outcome with an untrustworthy administration could make any sense whatsoever. You know, the only way in which President Obama has been as transparent as he promised is the transparent duplicity with which he has governed. Without any hint of shame, he takes whatever position suits his political ambitions at the moment. As a senator in 2005, he railed against the government snooping on citizens in what he termed a fishing expedition on private records. But as president, he defends the unconstitutional actions of the NSA toward innocent citizens. He allows the IRS to become a Gestapo-like rogue agency, trampling the rights of conservatives and pro-Israel organizations. Back in 2008, candidate Obama said that his Christian faith was the reason that he opposed same-sex marriage. But by 2012, he not only supported it, but he treated it as if it was a civil right the same as race. Gee, I didn't realize the Bible was rewritten during that 4-year span. Or that President Obama had the authority to be the one to make the revisions. Now, he said he wasn't going to take away anyone's gun and believed in the Second Amendment. Then has spent a lot of his presidential energy fighting law-abiding gun owners and seeking to restrict their weapons, ammo, and access. He once called our national debt and borrowing from China unpatriotic. Then he doubled the national debt and has gone from opposing raising the debt ceiling to saying that not giving him a higher credit limit was unacceptable. He said that the use of executive power was abused by those before him and that he would respect its limits. Then he's proceeded to act as if the executive was the only branch of government and treating Congress as if it were some kind of junior high student council having mock government day. He told us our taxes wouldn't go up, that our health care costs would go down. Both are a warm pile of the aftermath of a bull's breakfast. He said he wouldn't tolerate the abuse of the IRS toward citizens, but he's not only tolerated it, he hadn't done a thing to end it, much less hold accountable those who have used government power as if it were a personal power tool. And now, after thumbing his nose at Congress and saying he could go into Syria without congressional authorization, he abruptly made a fool out of his Secretary of State, who dutifully trotted out on a Friday afternoon and gave us the urgent need for military intervention in Syria. Then the president, without bothering to involve the Congress, had an about-face just 12 hours later and said, well, maybe we should talk to Congress. And besides, there's no hurry. Now, he said there was a red line, then claimed he didn't have one, that Congress did. You wonder if the real reason he's going to Congress is to get cover and ultimately blame them should the whole illegal endeavor blow up in his face. He claims his credibility isn't on the line. And on that point, you know, he's right. You can't lose what you don't possess. And the president has no credibility.